Hi divas and welcome back. So happy to be sitting here and talking to you guys. I filmed a few videos today in the afternoon. I don't know in what order I'm gonna post them, but I just kept thinking to myself how much I'm grateful to be able to do this, how much no one has to give you the permission to do anything and to go after your dreams. It's truly something that you just decide. I don't know, dreams. I don't know if we truly decide them or if we're born with them or if we develop them exactly how it goes. I think it's different for everybody. I personally didn't have the dream to have a YouTube channel. I found a journal of when I was like 7. It was kind of like a Junie being. You guys are like from the early 2000s, maybe you guys know what I mean. But it was kind of like this journal of this character called Junie Bean, and you had to like fill it in. She gave like some examples of how she filled it in. It was very for children, and then I filled it in. And it's funny, I got it and I opened it. Who would have thought, right, that my mom would have kept it all these years and then I would find it and read it suddenly. And I was basically saying that I wanted to be famous in my journal. And I think it's so funny because I didn't have like the desire to have a YouTube channel perhaps. And I kind of felt like the universe nudging me towards it. And slowly I discovered that it was one of my dreams with the universe's support. It was kind of like I was dormant to the fact. And then I received a little nudge and I was like, oh my god, like I understand why the universe nudged me because it is truly, I don't know if it was the universe or my soul. I was like, girl, do this, please. And then when I did it, I just felt my soul shining. So much happiness in doing it. And I know that it's uncomfortable. Going after your dreams, especially when it's a dream, is so uncomfortable because it's something that you want so much, so profoundly, that you get scared of trying and it going wrong. Sometimes I feel like it might be easier to never try. I think that's what some people think, which I think is the biggest lie ever. It's a false illusion of comfort because the process, it's not about the destination. I was talking about this in one of my videos. It's more about the process and the journey towards getting there and the empowerment and the confidence. There's nothing more beautiful, I think, than believing in yourself and having the courage to go after your dreams. It's kind of like giving that inner child that lives within you like the thumbs up and being like, I got this and I'm gonna go after your dreams and I'm gonna make it happen because I believe. We truly only need one person to believe in us, and that person is ourselves. I feel like life is a lot about rediscovering the things that we once knew, connecting to the desires of our souls, to the desire of our inner children, going back to the essence of us. Before society molded us into the normal, before society told us what to wear, what to do, what to work with, what would make us happy, and a lot of us just obliged. There's a part of growing up that I think is removing like the rose colored glasses, but in this case, removing like the gray glasses and putting on glasses that make everything seem colorful. Because society wants us to live in a box that is kind of anti happiness. We're all so immensely different. So to think that society knows what's best for all of us is honestly a joke. The conclusion that I've come to is that a lot of the people that have followed the quote unquote norm get really upset when someone defies it or when someone carves their own path. They tend to not accept that there is another path, probably because deep down their soul would want to be somewhere else, but they're following the path, so they feel like everybody should. And these kind of people tend to find the people that have gone after their dreams and tries to tear them down, which sounds like, but it's so true. And I think so many of us have these people in our close inner circles and have given up on our dreams because of other people's opinions, which is very sad and very damaging to the progression of our existence. There's nothing embarrassing about failing. Failing is not the dead end, it's just a hurdle for you to overcome. Something for you to learn and how to be more successful. A missing key, maybe, that is going to unlock more success in the future. When you fail, you haven't come to the end. You're still alive, you're still living, you still have so much in you to grow and to evolve and to experience. It's just a rerouting. If you don't give up, who knows the things you can accomplish? I think even if you're not as successful or as financially abundant, which I think is impossible if you're going after your dream life, as you would be in something that is not aligned with your soul, the happiness that comes from living aligned with your true destiny and your true soul's desire, I think is unmatched. I have to give this example because obviously what I'm doing is on the internet, but a lot of people like to shade those people that are starting to post videos, whether that be on any platform, and ridiculize them. There's nothing ridiculous about going after your dreams. There's nothing ridiculous about posting and not receiving views. There's nothing ridiculous about failing on your first few attempts. I think what is most absurd, and I think possibly even ridiculous, is for you to shame someone else for going after their dreams. And I think the biggest disservice of everything is you having a dream and not going after it. There's nothing embarrassing about going after your dreams. But I do think it's sad for you to not believe in yourself enough to go there. I love you. Know that anything that you dream and that you want to manifest into your reality, that seed has been planted in your subconscious mind or in your conscious mind for a reason. The universe and our soul gives us little seeds. It's up to us to realize what seed is a calling and what seed is your destiny, and water it and let it flourish. Give it the necessary nutrients and resources that it needs so it can grow into what you desire it to be. A lot of the things that we see, that we want, that we desire so profoundly have already happened for us in the future. That's why we have that innate desire for it, that feeling of it's already mine, it's meant to be, it's in my destiny. So believe in yourself. Go after everything you've ever wanted. Don't think that you're ever dreaming too big. There's nothing as too big. Everything that you can imagine for yourself, the universe has imagined 10 times over. Our lives are supposed to be beautiful. And I'm not saying easy. And I'm not saying that we won't have difficulties and hardships and very difficult, for lack of a better word, moments. The hero's journey is not easy. It goes in a cycle of near death events almost, and overcoming, and success, and difficulty in overcoming. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy breezy, but I am saying that you shouldn't give up when it gets hard, that you should never stop believing in yourself, that you should truly, step by step, walk towards the life of your dreams. To not overlook the desires of your soul, to not overlook the seeds that have been planted in your mind that deserve the nutrients to flourish. You're meant to be so happy, and true happiness and peace of mind will come from following the path that is uniquely catered to you, whatever that may be, and whatever that entails. I'm talking a lot about in the professional sense because I think that is a point of attention, but also in your daily routine, in your habits, in the people that you keep around you. Listen to the whispers of the universe and let them guide you where you're supposed to be. Lately, I've been really intimate in my relationship with the universe, and I've been really taking its advice. For a long time, I used to overlook the things that the universe was telling me. The universe guided me towards creating a YouTube channel, I think maybe 4 years before I actually did. And I kept denying it until one point I was like, fine, you've won, I'll do it. And it was one of the best things that had ever happened to me. So lately I've been really just trusting. I felt some interesting whispers from the universe lately, telling me to shed some layers of my past existence that were really precious to me. And I've been trusting. And each time that I trust and move with intention, the puzzle pieces that were missing for me to understand that previously and to understand why that was necessary are coming to the surface. The universe is illuminating the path. But auspiciously, I'm taking a step, and then that step is getting illuminated. The path right in front of me has like a shimmer of light, but it's not completely illuminated. Because I think there's a part of our journey that comes with trust. I feel like if we knew everything that our life would entail, we would probably get paralyzed by the shock of maybe not being able to deal with it all. But when you go doing it step by step, digesting, processing, trusting, and letting the universe, God, Mother Nature, your spirit team, your guardian angel, hold you and take care of you every step of the way, and trust in your inner guidance, like your higher self, showing you the path, will always be the journey of the soul. I think that's very important because I know for a fact, if I were to listen to my friends, my teachers, even my parents, everybody has such a different vision of what the ideal path is. So it doesn't matter how many people we ask for advice, how many people we listen to. We are the only people that can access the true desires of our soul and what will bring us our fulfillment. Something that brings me fulfillment and joy might be something that terrorizes someone else, and vice versa. So I truly believe that it's all about individuation and just carving your path. Each time getting more connected with you, your desires, what truly brings you happiness, and those things go evolving. We take the time to get to know ourselves, and then we transmute and we transform, and we're reborn as a new version of ourselves. And that version needs new habits, new routines, new environments, new people, new food sometimes, more sunlight, more time in the nature. And everything goes ever evolving. And it's up to us to give ourselves the time to get to know the needs of each version of us. It sounds kind of different, right? Like we have to get to know ourselves, but I feel like a lot of us just live kind of like a zombie state of just survival. We stop understanding our needs, our desires, our dreams, and we live in autopilot. And I think that couldn't be more the detriment of our soul and our existence. So I guess that's it. There's nothing embarrassing about living your life and enjoying it, doing something that you love. And there's nothing embarrassing about stumbling throughout the journey. I saw a quote once when I was going through like a little bit of situationship ending, and it was basically saying there's nothing embarrassing about embarrassing yourself on the pursuit of romantic love. I just thought that was so amazing because there's nothing embarrassing. I feel like I have to reinstate that because so many of us are embarrassed. I posted a video, I think it's just for my members, that is talking about my wounds of public humiliation and how I think 2 weeks ago I uncovered and unpacked so much of the bullying that I suffered as a child. And it made me realize how much of my life I was just scared to overgo that public humiliation and getting yelled at in public, and so much shame that I carry deep in my bones. I think that's why I'm talking about it not being so embarrassing, because I've gone through situations that made me feel so embarrassed. And now that I've healed and I've overcome it, I think what truly is embarrassing is the people that are out to embarrass you, and the people that want to make you feel bad and bully you and ridicule you. That's embarrassing, to be someone that, not to be like, but to be someone that hates themselves enough and hates their life enough to try to make someone else suffer is what's embarrassing. I guess we'll end it on that note. Mic drop. I love you guys. I've loved talking to you guys. Sorry if my energy is a little bit low. I filmed 2 other videos and I feel like I've just been talking. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this and can subscribe and stick around, and I'll see you very soon. Go after your dreams. You got this.